I got a call that it finally arrived. And if you don't know what this is the pinnacle of luxury and price. And I borrowed it from Ken Garff Ford here in West Valley. Unfortunately, this truck is sold, but they have another one coming right after. It might even be here today. So be sure to check out the inventory, ask for Ken. Let's go ahead and check out the window stickers so you guys can see options and features on this build. At the very top is the description with the colors, and it has that smoked truffle interior, short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause to see more. And then here is all the options. So this does have that 773A equipment group. 6.7 high output power stroke is only $3 because it comes standard with the standard output. All weather mats, Platinum Plus package is $6,500. Vehicle safe, rapid heat, engine block heater. Also wheel well liners out front. Tough bed spray in for $595. You guys see here, base price is $94,035. Destination is $2,095. Total price is $107,425. You probably don't remember, but I did have a Platinum Plus trimmer in a 3/4 ton, and I want to say it was the same price as this truck, but if you add the winch on this one, it takes the price above $110,000. Now, this is truly one of the best luxury trucks on the market. Cannot wait to show you guys the interior. And when you get Platinum Plus, they do take away some of the chrome. I'm not a fan of the regular Platinum on the dualies because they don't black out all the chrome on the truck, and it kind of looks a little weird. So if I were buying one, I would have to spend the extra $6,500. But there are some nice features in that package, which we'll go over here in a second. But as you get a little bit closer, check it out. They give you the satin finish on the front grille, including right here too. Also, you have the projector headlights. They give you more satin down below. And this is added because you get the regular Platinum. It's just a black trimming. Front parking sensors, painted front bumpers. All this stuff comes standard. You can probably even see right here, there is a camera, which is going to help make up that 360 camera view. Black recovery hooks. They did go away from the chrome ones though. Last year for the limited, you got chrome, and for the Platinum, I believe too. And this is why you buy a 450. You have this wide front track. What is this, like what, 6 inches wider? And you get a plastic liner when you upgrade. If you don't get that, you just get like a fabric material in there. And it might be behind it too, by the way. Check out your fender flares. And then here are your tires. If you currently own a truck with 19.5s and you switched off your tires, what is your favorite tire size for these trucks? These are the Continental Conti HDR 5s. They are 3 peak rated, but people tend not to like these tires. I'm not sure why. They are a load range G, 225, 70, 19.5, which is a typical size. And capacities right here, 3,970 pounds for single, and 3,750 pounds for dual. 110 psi cold. And then here's a side view. You guys like this color? This seems to be what everyone wants right here. This avalanche with that truffle interior. And it does look kind of good actually. I think I would probably go with Glacier Gray personally. But yeah, this works well too. Now you guys see you do have your mud flap down below. Some of your trimming here. It says Platinum, high output power stroke badge there. And here are the mirrors. Bright chrome here and here. However, satin finish for their door handles. That's a nice touch. You know, Ford, if you really want to make us happy, just give us satin everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Even here. Although that might be too much, right? You guys see down below, that transfer case is exposed, including your 48-gallon fuel tank. I would definitely get the FX4 package just to have that protection. Not necessarily if you're going off-road, but if you're going on the highway and there's something in the road, just nice protection to have there. You have your steps. Now here's where you're gonna fill up at. 7.5-gallon DEF tank. And then here are those rear wheels. Man, you can get 35s for 19.5-inch wheels, by the way, too. I've seen it. I think I've done a video in the past if you want to check it out. They have these 4 leafs in that main pack overload. There is no rear liner for the back there, but I saw a truck with like 100,000 miles on it and it was used for hot shot. It didn't even like it got any damage over the course of the life of that truck, so not a big deal maybe. Now the inner wheel, see right there, that is a Steely. And then check out the rear. You get the nice applique, says platinum on there, full LED taillights, rear parking sensors, steps. This is the Class 5 Hitch, however, it does have a 3-inch opening. And you guys see there, you got some cooling elements on that rear axle. That's a 430, and it might be, is it a limited slip or open diff? I think you have to get the FX4 to get that limited slip, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty overbuilt though, for sure. Look how thick that thing is. Larger brakes on this truck too. And 10 lug on the wheels if you didn't notice. They give you a 7 and 4 pin, and they give you a power tailgate. They still roll with these steps here. See, I would like to see a delete because this is going to take away from your payload, and you have the steps on the side of the bed, so I think that's good enough. They do make this an option now for platinum, 2,000 watts of power. You have a 7-pin and a 12-way right there. Tie downs. They give you 4 in total, and you have these 2. 5th wheel prep package is right there. And power sliding glass with bed view, and then here's that twin panel roof. If you want to put your tailgate back up, it's easy. Seize your knee. And here's a nice side view of this truck. Man, look at those American flags. They look great. Thank you, King Garff. I think they've just got new ones too, by the way. Do you guys remember that advertisement? I can't remember where it's from, but at the beginning it would say, in a world, and that's all I remember. In a world, you can buy a truck like this. And this is just ridiculousness. This is the most premium, most overbuilt truck you can buy without having a CDL. And it has this insanity under the hood. Ford blesses us with 500 horsepower, 1,200 pound-feet of torque. Ford is just on top of the world. Ram could not show up to the party this time around. If you don't know, they have a new transmission. They have a little bit more horsepower, but they ain't ready for this. This is the holy grail of diesels. The only negative thing about diesels today is all the emissions crap. The EGR, DPF, SCR, there's just so much. But this is how they keep getting people to buy these trucks, adding more horsepower and torque. And this truck does have some of the best cooling. They do cool that turbocharger, and you can see some of the cooling lines right here too, by the way. Now, what's behind this engine is the 10R 140. That 10-speed is definitely clunky. This one is a little bit more clunky than I remember in the past, but this is the F450, has a 430. And if you're buying a truck like this, you're buying it to tow. You're not buying this to drive good. Apart from that, they're still using a CP4, but if you're running some additive, I like to run Hot Shot Secret. I think that this truck is fine. I think that you won't really see, and I don't really hear about any CP4 failures right now. They could be still happening, but they're not as like bad as they were, you know, when they first started using this back in what, 2017, I believe. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. Smoked truffle. This is the most premium interior that Ford offers. They give you the diamond stitch leather here. All of this is wrapped in leather too. You have this real wood. And for this one, they give it the black speaker grills. Not on the regular platinum, however. And I like this color better than the one that it replaces, which was the limited trim. It just flows better. I didn't like that work truck gray from the Limited. If it was like maybe a lighter cream color, I think it would work perfectly. You also have this illuminated kick plate here. And of course, no surprise here, you have the massage seats. They give you this satin trimming. Also more diamond stitch leather here. And look how wide that seat cushion is. That is a big seat. Good luck, GM, trying to compete with this truck. And this does have max recline. Now this is like your pillow, or you can use it for like shoulder support too. Tilt headrest, great bolstering, perforated leather, no surprise there. Power steering column, all your controls for lighting and for your bed. Also electronic parking brake, power pedals. I like the fact that they give you the black carpet too. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. Same story, you have the massage function on this side. Platinum badge is right there. And they do wrap this in leather too. Looks good. Did they not do this in the past? You know, this is new. And I want to say that they might have done this very recently. I have to go back and look through my videos. I don't think they had leather wrap on the last truck I did, but these look great. Good job, Ford. You know what? I like that. Nice touch. I gotta see if the back ones are done though. More leather wrapping on the dash here. And you have like these horizontal lines and this wood, you can feel it. It looks great too. It says Super Duty. Now, if you're buying a truck like this, I'm just gonna tell you, if I was building your truck for you, even if you don't want it, I'm putting it on your truck just because I think this will help with resale value. Get the camper package. Now, it may not be available for the Platinum Plus, so I'll have to check that in the future. But nevertheless, you aren't recommended to use this truck for a bed camper. Now, some people will do it anyways, but just know that your warranty could be at risk because they told you not to. Got your power plugs there, and you guys notice the suede on the roof? It wouldn't have made me upset to see this black, but I'm glad that they did another color to match. It looks good too. They have the black speaker grills up here. And see what I'm saying? Black doesn't look bad up here. I wouldn't have cared, but I'm glad they didn't do it. They matched it. Let's go and check out that rear. Have your seat back pockets. They do not wrap these in leather. And I always forget to show this, but you know, this seat does come down too. You have to pull this right here. It just hides your bottleneck jack right there. It's yellow. I don't remember it being yellow. Maybe it's always been yellow, but I don't always show that, so I can't answer that. Center armrest here with cup holders. You also have this collapsible storage here. I never show this to you guys simply because they've been doing this for so long. I figure most of you guys don't really care to really see what's been there for like what, a decade now. And outboard heated seats, USBs, 120 volt power plug. You probably noticed that there's no 12 volt back here because they got rid of that for 2025. Now right here, this is plastic, more of that satin finish right there. And then check out that center armrest too. Wow. I didn't point out, but auxiliary switches are up there too. And they come a part of the Platinum Plus too. Those used to come standard on Platinum for 24, but not anymore. Let's go ahead and jump back over to the driver's seat. They do give you some animations for that 12-inch screen. This is also a 12-inch screen too. If you put it in reverse, 360 camera, also bed view. And my favorite heads-up display. You know why? They put a lot of different information. Now if I put it in tow haul mode, let's see if it changes up here. You see that? Come on, GM. Ford is beating you at your own game. Now this screen here, you guys see it changes for the tow haul mode as well. Now if I go back to like eco mode, for example, you have more of a basic layout like this. They also have drive modes like normal, slippery, and off-road, and that's pretty much it. Here's some of the controls on the steering wheel. The only thing you cannot see in this screen, and it's kind of silly in my opinion to this day, that they don't give you tire pressure monitoring. I don't know why they don't do that for this truck. Then if you get F450, they do. Here's all your temperatures, diesel measurements right here. Then they give you auxiliary gauges here. On this screen, let's see, let's go to features first. You have your onboard scales. So here they are. It does show you the payload. I'll show you guys the yellow sticker here in a second. Let's see, if you go to scale mode, this is the other way you can look at it here. When I jump up and down the truck, it actually does kind of show on there too. And let's go ahead and check out your contour seats. Actually, let's do Pro Power first. That way you can see this. So you can turn it off completely. You have 400 watts inside the truck. And of course you turn on that bigger inverter. You have 2000 now. But you can turn all this off and keep it off if you like. If you go under settings, this is where your seat controls are. Massage function. 3 levels of intensity, and you have 5 different settings for that. Passenger side's on this side. We're back to driver's side. Go to display. They do have like a calm screen too, like this. Or if you want, go to vehicle. You can do a maximum idle of 30 minutes. Key detection alert. A few other things here. You can set up the windows. Remote open windows. Thank you, Ford. You know what? Let's try it real quickly. It says here, allows you to open the windows remotely. To use this feature, press the unlock button on the key fob once, and then press and hold the unlock button for at least 3 seconds. We'll do it in a second, but let's just keep going. You guys see down below, heated ventilated seats, dual climate control, no surprise there. More wood, satin finish. This hides your wireless charger, 2 USBs. This does still slide here. And inside of here is that lockbox. I don't have my firearm today, darn. I can't trigger anybody today, but yeah, you have 2 USBs in there. And this does have like a key code for that too. Up top here, you guys see home link and place for your sunshades, auto dimming mirror. Let's go ahead and check out this key. You can set up to where if you walk up to the truck, the power running boards pretty much come out once you get closer to it. Let's see if it does it. Yeah, right there. And you guys see right here, if you lock it, it does power fold the mirror. So let's go ahead and check out this. I've never done this before on the Ford. I didn't even know you could do this, honestly. So press it once and hold for 3 seconds, it says. So just as the front windows. And I'm okay with that. I like that. Now, can you put them up? Let's see. You cannot put them up. That kind of sucks. But nevertheless, that's pretty cool. I like that because if it's really hot, you can literally drop the windows down, let it air out a little bit. And let's go ahead and check out the numbers on the door. So the front gross axle weight rating is going to be 6,000 pounds. The rear is 9,900 pounds. And gross vehicle weight rating is detuned to 14,000 pounds. 19.5 by 6 wide wheels. That axle code is a 4L. All in payload is 4,791 pounds. They're saying 90 PSI for the front tires, 80 for the rear. Thank God you don't have to run this at 110 because that would suck. But I hope you guys liked the video. This is really a nice truck. I think for the money, especially against GM's Ultimate and Ram's Limited, they don't have that wide front track, and they don't have 19.5-inch wheels and tires, and they don't have a 430 rear. This truck is definitely one of the best ones in its class of its own. Later. Here's everything that comes in the Platinum Plus. Be sure to pause it. But something you may not know is it does give you maintenance plan with this package for 2 years or 25 1,000 miles.